there. Happy New Year, folks. Hope you had a wonderful year. I know I had. Great year. Great year. Anyways, I'm here to talk about movies. Now, this year was a great year for Hollywood. Actually, my letterbox says that I had like 28 films. 28 films this year. Bro, it's more than any other year. 28 films. Man, I did not expect that. Not at all. So, I'm like, okay, how about I create a tier list? So, sure. Let's create one. Alright. Let's begin. So our tiers like peak cinema, freaking fantastic, good, okay, boring, awful. First off, we have Batman. Batman, I'd put it freaking fantastic. Amazing film. The fucking Batmobile sequence. Dude. Oh my god, it's just so good. The Batmobile is so good. The third act, nah, not really. Third act is like, yeah, it's so dark and dank and mysterious and edgy and it's so freaking fantastic. There we go, Batman. Next, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, come on. I'm a mainstream bitch, okay? This movie, I don't have any other artistic auteur views on this. So it's peak cinema, fellas. It's peak cinema. If you haven't watched this film, shame on you. Watch it, okay? Fucking go watch it. It's the best film you're ever gonna see your entire life. Actually, there are a lot of films closed. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I'd put it right over here. Okay-ish. It's like so many things happen in that film, but none of them are remotely interesting. At some of its parts is just okay-ish, but then again, so is every other Marvel film. So anyways, it's okay-ish. Let's go. Next one. Top Gun Maverick. It's good. The flying scenes, the fucking end mission, the third act, the ending mission, awesome stuff. Right up there with Batman, right up there. But the other stuff, dialogue, the weird romance that he has with the lady. So yeah, those stuff bring it down just a little bit for me. But it's very good. It's a great theater experience. If you haven't watched this in IMAX, you've missed out, man. You've missed out. Just like I missed out on Interstellar. Anyways, if you get a chance to watch it in theaters, especially in IMAX, go watch it. Same goes with Batman too. If you have a chance, go. Anyways, next, After Sun. I'm a bit conflicted about this movie. I'm gonna put it this okay-ish. See, the thing is, I didn't understand its subject. I read the reviews, I read other people's reviews. It's like, yeah, it's a movie about connection. Obviously, about two people. It's a story about a father and a daughter and on vacation in Turkey. So, again, like I said, I didn't understand what the movie was about. Because almost 90% of the scenes were just the dad just taking care of his daughter and applying sunscreen on her and telling her to be careful and shit, and the daughter is just roaming around and I don't know, just taking in stuff in her head like that. So yeah, it didn't have that much impact on me. I told you, I'm a mainstream bitch. What can I say? I like some spice in my movies, you know? Yeah. Anyways, Jurassic World. Boring. It's like, why? Like, what's the... Anyways, what am I supposed to say? And everybody... I don't think anybody liked it. Anyways. Next. Lightyear. Boring. Not awful. Boring. Spiderhead. This was a Netflix film back in June, July, maybe. Yeah. So Spiderhead, I'd put it as boring. I mean, At this point, every sci-fi movie, TV show, anything are just copying Black Mirror. Okay, Black Mirror already did this, and you're copying them. So, and you're not putting anything different on not doing a different spin on this. Okay, so yeah. Thor: Love and Thunder. I mean, you could have just shown me Thor smoking weed for 2 hours, and it would have been better than this. Let's move on. Bullet Train. Good. Enormous amount of fun. This is a really, really fun film. Dude, we watched this in IMAX, and it's like, wow. Like, I just describe this film as the Deadpoolification of Brad Pitt. Yeah. And it works. It really does work. It's not the type of film you take seriously. It's the type of film that you're just there with your popcorn and you're just laughing along with the jokes and just cheering along with the action scenes. It's that good. Okay, next. Gray Man. Boring. I mean, you already expected that. The only redeeming part about it was Chris Evans' acting. I mean, that dude plays great villains, man. I remember Knives Out, man, was he so good in Knives Out. And even this one too, he's good in this one. And that's the only good. Anyways, next, moving on. Nope. I put Nope as okay-ish. Sorry, that concept never worked for me. That this alien is like hiding in the sky as a cloud, and it's like eating up anything that looks towards it. Didn't work. It was not that interesting to me at all. It was not at all interesting. So okay-ish. Okay-ish. Just like every other big blockbuster movie that comes out, it's okay-ish. Next, Prey. Okay-ish. I haven't watched the original Predator. This one I thought, let's see what's it about. It's about this girl and her dog trying to take down Predator, with Wolverine. Tar. I'm confused about this film. Okay-ish. I'm confused about this film. Yeah, I get it. Kate Blanchett is freaking hot. We all know that. But sorry, I burped. But here's the thing. And the story is about her liking this prodigy that is along with her. Maybe it reminds her of herself, him of herself. Okay, yeah, it's my fault. I was not really paying attention while I was watching this film. Performance was good though. Her performance was good. That's all I got to say. Sorry. Okay-ish. Next, Bones and All. Good. Really good. Man. It actually surprised me. Because I thought this was gonna be just your trying to be edgy, boring, what do you call it? Cannibalism love story. And it turns out it actually is pretty compelling. But the chemistry is pretty believable. How the fuck does Timothée Chalamet look good in everything? How? Dude has a mullet. Dude has blood all over him and he still looks good. Okay, moving on. Wonder. Boring. I don't know what the movie was about. Like, I know exactly what the movie was about. It was about this girl who was pretending to not be hungry at all. But the thing is, what was the point of the film? What were you trying to say with that film? Is that this doctor
a few moments later
con everybody? Spoiler alert, they're trying to con everybody. She actually does eat food.
20 minutes later,
sustain herself without eating anything. The family backs away.
1 hour later,
It's a miracle of God. It's a miracle of God.
2 hours later,
Having her eat anything in front of the doctor.
6 hours later,
So they're willing to let their daughter die.
3 weeks later,
She's like, I'm gonna burn this place down just to free her and let her live. Otherwise, she's gonna die.
One eternity later.
Are willing to sacrifice their children to believe in God? Like that? All in all, pretty boring. Pretty boring. Women talking. Boring. This movie, Women Talking, should have been named Women Talking in Circles Constantly and then doing the thing that they talked about the first time they talked. Anyways, next one, The Whale. The Whale, good. The only good part about it is Brendan Fraser's acting. Dude's a great actor. Everything else, his acting was so good. That's the only thing that elevated. Like, it could have been boring. It could have been right here. It could have been boring, but no, his acting made it really, really good. Good, absolutely good. Well done, Brendan Fraser. It's a renaissance. It's a renaissance, literally. Don't Worry, Darling. Awful. Like, what am I supposed to say? It's like the movie is like a mishmash of everything pop culture in the 2010s. And it's all boiled down into this one movie where there's literally nothing good about it. Except for Florence Pugh, though. She's good. She's pretty good. Yeah, she's pretty good. Okay, next. Moving on. Banshees of Inisherin. Freaking fantastic. Amazing film. Dude, amazing. I always had high hopes. This guy's gonna deliver. I loved In Bruges. I loved Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. And I freaking loved Banshees of Inisherin. For those of you who don't know, the story is about two friends on this island of Inisherin. But this one friend is now like suddenly has a determination to stop talking to his friend. And the other friend is like, why are you doing this to me? But then his friend is like, I don't want to talk to you. That's it. That's all my reason. And that's it. This film is just exploring why the hell did this friend stop talking to his other friend. And while it may sound lame, sound like what's so interesting about it? Well, you have to go and watch it. Because it's such a beautiful character study about what makes people do things, okay? What exactly drives people motivation wise, destiny wise, and their own beliefs. It's a beautiful film. It's a beautiful film about friendship, loneliness, loss, and of course, revenge. It's really that good. It's good. Right up there with Batman. This is what good storytelling is about. Like, this film is better than all these films, and it's only about these two people on this island. Good storytelling does not need big explosions. Remember that, kids. Good storytelling does not need big explosions. Okay, moving on. Glass Onion, good. I mean, you can just go and watch the film if you want. It's on Netflix. I don't need to explain anything to you if you know. Fablemans, awful. I was gonna put it at boring, but I don't think it deserves it. Like, how is it possible that Steven Spielberg, the guy who made acting, I believed none of the emotional beats, in which in some scenes where they tried to make me feel bad about his parents divorcing each other, but I was like, so what do I care? Plus the film is filled with so many cliches, man. Oh my god, how? That's what I'm thinking. How? He made Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. How is this film riddled with so many cliches? It's like he knew. It's like for those of you who don't know, Spielberg wrote this film based on his own life. Like, it's like he knew, like, his life is so boring that he has to pad it out with cliches and upon cliches upon cliches. Like, there's this weird uncle that comes into this film and tells him his purpose. Like, you are special in this world, okay? The path of creativity is a lonely path, and it's the one that you have to take it by yourself. It's like you've heard this so many times in every single film that talks about creativity. Like, oh my god. Okay, next, moving on. Werewolf by Night. Okay-ish. People said it was like, oh, this is so different from all the other Marvel films. I think they were just talking about it being black and white. That's it. That's all there is different about it. Wakanda Forever. Okay-ish. I'll show you guys my review on Letterboxd. Here it is. Yeah, here's my review. I'm extremely concerned about everyone in general if they think an ocean man with fluttering wings on his feet is a threat to everyone. Okay-ish. Not bad, not boring at all. Avatar. Good. I'd say this one is a bit more of an experimental effort from Cameron. They are in this journey where they have to face their fears. They cannot keep running all the time. It's a bit more character driven, which I really do appreciate. At the end though, it's like it's on the same level as the first film, but I do appreciate it's a bit more character driven. Good job, Jimmy. I'm proud of you. I never doubted you. Really, it's good. Next, Babylon. Good. Look, it's 3 hours long. It's about the again 60s Hollywood. So, and you're never gonna guess how this film ends. You're never gonna guess how this film ends. It's like that kind of a wild ride. But the biggest mistake this film does is this ending is that it reminds you of better films that you could just watch. Instead of watching this one, you could have just watched those films and you could have gotten a better experience of cinema from them. Yeah, so anyways, that's it. That's all the tier list, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you do agree with me. Otherwise, I'll cry knowing that no one likes me at all. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Peace.